Hello everyone, Mr. Polarberjack here today. As of making this recording, the date is September 26, 2020. And this is the way videos will be produced from here on out. Recording myself is easier, but I am not a stranger to the storytime style of making videos. And also, I don't really plan on making videos back to back. Most likely, there will be a gap in between. Today is very basic. We're just going to be going over a lot of stuff that I've been cooking up for a while. Like my passions, my hobbies, what I do, what I like, little simple stuff like that. I guess the first thing that I'll end up talking about is my Instagram. I have at least 2 comics on that platform that's ongoing right now. My Fruits of Labor comic and my Primetime Polynesian comic. The story behind the Fruits of Labor comic is just me trying to write my own action series. The Primetime Polynesian comic started as a commission, but now I'm starting to take it on as my own thing, and I'm gonna, give it more plot details and whatnot. More characters and stuff, I guess you could say that the only comic that I'm not very super sure of, because let me just tell you, the stories that I'm actually writing, I have no idea how those things are gonna end. Melancholy Star. Yes, it is inspired from Lucky Star and the Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. I'm planning for this series to be like a slice of life, if you will. And then the fourth highlight, whatever that thing is just a bunch of memes and compilations and whatnot. You know how your camera roll just gets filled to the brim with memes and you need somewhere to put them? That's what I do. I just put them in my Instagram. When I started writing these comics, I let go of my insecurities of making a perfect story. So drawing each page, each new day, it just does better for me. Maybe in the future I'll make well-planned, thought-out stories, but as of now, I'm allowing fate to be the determining factor on whether my story is good or not. Personally, for me, it is improving my art quite a significant amount, at least on a digital platform. Now, let's transition over to the next topic, which, if I look at my script, it concerns my health. Yeah. Anyways, I picked up weight and I was 317 and now I'm 250. This is the same amount that I was in high school, at least leaving high school. And that's a good weight. I got used to the idea of keto and now I'm starting to take charge of my own diet, thank God. This is physical health, by the way. If we move on to mental health, I was in a pretty dark place and I'm still kind of in a dark place, to be honest. I'm holding on to strong philosophy and using YouTube as my personal therapist. It's not like I recommend YouTube as a grounds for therapy, but it just works for me. Actually, if I can talk about mental health for a second, it was a lot better before the coronavirus because when I was at school, I could talk to literally anybody. But now we're all cramped in our homes, so I can't really talk to that many people. It's kind of weird because I'm very introverted and I guess I'm like an extrovert when it comes to talking about my problems. But I always do my best to make sure that they don't end up as emotionally scarred as I am. Because I want them to come back. And spiritual health, just be one with nature, man. And your art. In fact, I think my art is like technically my religion. And now we move on to, I think it's like the third thing that I'm going to be discussing in these videos, which is my culture. It's unique to me and stuff, so yeah. Anyways, let's talk about it. First thing we're going to talk about is Sonic. Sonic Mania was awesome, But it's kind of sad because after how awesome Sonic Mania was, it's like there's no new heights to climb towards. What do we look towards? And then I see Sonic Utopia and I'm like, yeah, we need to get there, Sega. Come on, let's get there. And then if we talk about Sonic Forces, the Sonic movie was awesome. Honestly, it kind of got me out of a little bit of a big depression. So, it was just amazing because I just love the hell out of Sonic. And to see, a good Sonic movie. And Sonic is, one of the most poked fun at in the video game industry. So I'm just like, yes, Detective Pikachu still made more. Hey, and then let's talk about One Piece. Or at least the YouTube community that converses about One Piece. We still have videos that converse about the chapters, but what I'm more interested in is the YouTubers that create videos about the ongoing philosophy within One Piece, and hell, even the psychology that goes on within other anime characters. But if we're discussing about One Piece, the deep philosophies that I love about it are the ongoing themes of what a treasure actually is, concerning the One Piece, and the strength of will. Not like Will Smith, but the will to actually do something or anything. I also love the idea that Luffy is a man who takes action above all else, which is true. You have to take action in order to have an effect on anything. But thinking is not bad either, you sometimes gotta use your noggin. And now let's move on to the next thing in my culture, which is my characters. My characters have been with me for a long time. This is the part that made me feel similar to Luffy. Along the way, you have these extraordinary people by your side. Well, these people are my characters. Rontu's been around since 2006, and that is amazing. I created Madison and Maurice around the time that I was 8. And then finally, I think around 2012, or maybe it was 11, I made Higuchi. And of course, there's a lot of other characters that I've created, but these guys are like the mainstays. They're like, we're just all in a group. And also, they're Softy. Softy's awesome. And then, can we talk about drawing for a second? Can't go anywhere without drawing. Can't literally go a day without drawing. Just like ball is life, art is life. Because you step outside, boom, art. Architecture, you know? The longer amount of time that you draw, the better you get. That sounds like a no shit Sherlock moment, but it's one of the defining traits of hard work and dedication. Back then in high school, I was able to make comics, but not to the degree that I'm able to now. That was a giant mental gap that I thought that I would not have any chance of getting over, but surprisingly I did, and I have a comic on my Instagram. I praise this a lot because I've always wanted to do this sort of thing. As of now, Ichiro Oda is my idol, and his story is the definition of what exactly I want my story to be. I fully expect that my story will not be exactly like One Piece, and I'm okay with that, despite me giving Rontu Luffy's powers. Okay, let's move on. Philosophy itself has made a huge impact on my life, and I would contribute that to Wisecrack because it's just one of the most obvious examples of this. But again, there are a ton of other YouTube channels that discuss philosophy in totally different ways, so they're all to thank for it. Changing your perspective on how you see things really does help. But I don't want to start talking about philosophy because whatever kind of concept or idea I have, I'm not going to explain it very well, and I don't want to really risk confusing you guys. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I just wanted to make this video to just update you guys on what's been going on and how I'm feeling and stuff like that, and also have a structured way of making videos that are going to be consistent. I'll try my best to upload each month or hopefully between weeks, and I will see you guys later. Mr. Polar Bear Jack signing out, peace. And remember, you don't stop dreaming because you get old. You get old because you stop dreaming, so dream on.